There we go. We are recording. All right, let me go ahead and start sharing my screen. So what we're going to talk about tonight is just how to set up a Facebook party. So I'm just going to give you guys kind of like a general overview. If you have any questions, just let me know. And we're not going to go into the details of how to run a Facebook party unless you guys have some questions. Where is the share screen? Okay, here it is. We're just going to talk mostly about just setting it up. Actually, let me go here first. Sorry, guys, I'm all over the place. Where are we starting? Okay. Let me log out. All right, it's not letting me log out. Whatever. All right. Can you see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. So the first thing that we're going to do with a Facebook party, really with any party. Actually, let me back up real quick. The whole point of having a Facebook party for us as consultants is obviously to earn PRV and to also expand our network and get out and meet new people. That is the easiest way to do that because you have one party, you have a host who is going to bring all their friends. So it could be a friend of yours and you might have a couple of mutual friends, but 9 times out of 10, there's going to be a few people in that party who you have never met before. And that's how you're going to expand your circle and your network. And that's how you're going to grow. So I think it's very important to have any kind of party. It doesn't have to be just a Facebook party, but it could be, in person, it could be a bag party, any kind of party, just to get yourself, your network growing. So first thing you want to do with any kind of party, not just a Facebook party, is obviously set up a party link in your workstation. So hopefully you guys know how to do that, but I'm just going to quickly walk you guys through that again. So here's your dashboard after you log in. You're going to go to the orders tab. From here, you're going to say create a party. And I'm just going to create one as me as the host. Hopefully it doesn't show my address. So I'm going to say sample Facebook. Continue. Host information. So if you have a host, this is where you will put the person's name. If you are the host, so if you have no parties on your calendar, host your own party. Okay. So use consultant as a host, and then I'm going to say save and continue. Here you can change out information if you want to change your party message. You want to have a video or an image, feature products. Literally, I use all that as default. I never really change any of that. You certainly can if you want to. I was changing the image for a while, but I don't really think that really does anything. I don't think that's an income producing activity. So I stopped. End date for your party. Usually I will end date it probably a week after the last day of the party because there's always going to be stragglers. You have, your host is going to drag their feet sometimes to close out your party. So just to cover the bases and to prevent you having to go back in, because you can go back in and you can extend the party up to 90 days. So you can have a party open for about 90 days before it actually closes out. Very, very important, guys, is if it's past that 90-day mark, there is no notification that's going to tell you that the party is invalid. So find some sort of system, have a notebook, have an Excel sheet, something of telling you when you started a party. And then I would say about 80, 90 days from there, I would put like an end date on there. So you kind of have an idea of when the party will expire. So you can keep changing the end date, but you can't change it past the 90-day mark.
Okay.
It'll still kind of evaporate. I've had that happen to me. It's the worst feeling in the world because the host rewards will go away. So even if there are host rewards within that party, they have accumulated host rewards. Let's say they just had an open party link. They didn't do a 5-day, 2-day, 30-minute party. They just had a party link open for 90 days. They did accumulate rewards, but they weren't ready to use them. Party just goes away, it vanishes, and so do the rewards. Now, I heard that the one way to get around that is if you go into to edit the party, and let me go ahead and show you guys how to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and continue. We did this. So what I have heard, I have not tried it myself, is if you go to edit the party, after you set it up, if you're nearing the 90-day mark, if you go and change the host, so maybe you will change, the address or the host. If you make one simple change to the host information and save it, it won't disappear after 90 days. That's what I've heard. I haven't tried it out yet, but to be safe, just make sure you guys are aware of how long parties are open and when you're nearing that 90-day mark. So that's the first step. Create a party in your workstation, because you're going to have that specific link that people are going to need to shop on in order to give your host the credit. Now they can go to your regular PWS. And another thing is you have to have a PWS subscription in order to have an exclusive shopping link. Okay, there's no way around it. If you have a party and you don't have a PWS subscription, which is only $10 a month, the only way to get orders is that they give you orders, they give you the money, and you enter the orders in your workstation. But that's going to be a lot more time consuming on your part, not necessarily very efficient. And if you want to grow a business and if you want to sponsor, the only way that people can join your team and sponsor under you is by doing it on your PWS. So I always tell you guys, it's optional to have a PWS subscription, but it's highly, highly encouraged. Okay, $10 a month, you're probably going to make that back. And it's also a tax write-off. So just something to think about. Now, people go to your general PWS website. They can choose my parties, and then they can select the party that they want to shop. There's also going to be an option once they get to the shopping cart and they get ready to check out, and they haven't attached themselves to a party, it is going to prompt them to ask, do you want this attached to a party? So there are defaults in here, but people are going to miss them left and right. So if you just give them the direct link to the party, it's going to save a whole lot of headache, because let's say someone puts an order in just as a PWS.com on your website and they are part of a party, consultant support will not transfer that over to the party. You'll still get commission off of it, but the host will lose out on rewards. So again, something to just be mindful of. Just make sure you guys are really checking the details when you're doing that. All right, any questions on creating a party link in your workstation?
Nope.
Good. Okay. Second part is creating a header for the Facebook party. I like to create mine in Canva. I have created a template for it, and I'm more than happy to share it with you guys if you want to. So this is what my header looks like. And literally the only thing that I do every time I have a new party is I update this photo and I update the name. Everything else stays the same. So
Yeah, I like that
check
one.
this out every catalog season. So once we get into the spring and summer, I will change out these products that are down here. And I might play around with the, maybe flip the colors or something to make it a little bit more brighter, like spring, summer. But I really like the bold look of this, and it's kind of part of my branding colors as well. So find something. The dimensions I have for this are 2050 by 780, if you guys want to write that down. I don't know if that's the only size that I found that really works in Facebook. Facebook changes their dimensions for their event headers and group headers and all this stuff all the time. So you always have to play around with it. But this is one that I have found where my wording and most of my images are not cut off. So 2050 by 780 pixels. That's what PX stands for. So you can even create one, blank one, or there's a ton of templates in here. Also, you don't have to use Canva. You can use any kind of, program that you have. And, I think there's a lot of headers in the marketing tab as well. So you can just pull up a picture from our marketing tab. Let's see if I can find one real quick. I don't know. I don't like the way this. All right, so if you click marketing, and then there used to be Facebook here, Facebook banners. So I clicked marketing, and then under marketing. I clicked Facebook banners. Let's see what pulls up. So yeah, so here are a ton of banners that you can easily use. So you don't have to worry about creating your own. You can use some of these down here. So you can change them out per month based on, here's for Skate the Day Away that's coming out on the 15th. Here's the December sin of the month, October sin of the month. I'm not sure where November went, but you guys get the idea. So you can either create your own header or you can pull one from the workstation. All right. Third thing you guys want to do is set up your Facebook party. So I'm guys going to show you one that I have already set up here in Facebook. So I use groups. I don't use events. I use groups because I can schedule my post in groups, and I'll show you guys how to do that in a bit. You cannot schedule them in events. You can also use third-party scheduling like Visly or what's the other one? ScentShare. Those are our paid services to schedule. I was using them for a little bit. I was using Visly, but I found that people really weren't seeing and engaging in my posts. So I have gone back to manually doing it. So I have a script, what I'll show you guys in a bit. So it makes it super easy for me to copy and paste and just put it in there. Okay. So when you set up a Facebook group, you're going to go here, and this is what, like a 9-tile square menu. Oh, they keep changing it. So if you click menu, click group. All right. You're going to have a group name. So I'm going to say, sample Facebook party. Click privacy. I have started doing public, and then after a day or two, I will change it to private. You can change from public to private. You can't go private to public. The reason why I'm starting off as public is for helping the host with invitations for people to see that a little bit better. I find that if she just shares the link, people will be able to see the party a little bit better than if it was private. So it gets a lot more people in. So I'm testing that out to see how that works. And then I'm changing it to private because I don't want a whole bunch of people just dropped into the party as well. So that's how you will create the group. And then you hit create, and then you go and you will add the banner and stuff. So let me go back and show you guys. Yes, I want to leave that. Okay, so here's the one that I set up yesterday. So to input the banner here, you just click edit, and then you will click upload photo, and you upload it from your computer wherever it's saved. That's easy as that, and you'll be able to adjust it. So you can see how nothing is cut off. So it fits really nicely here. So after I do that, the other thing that I do is I create, well, now they call it a featured. Before it was called like a pin post. And this is a featured post. So it's always going to be at the top of the page. So as more posts are posted, this will always be at the top of the page. So hopefully people will see it if they have questions. Use this to put information that you want everyone in the party to know. So kind of like your FAQs, think of frequently asked questions and then put the answers here. So, I say, welcome to Lauren's Fall Scent event. I'm so excited to show you our products next week. I tell them when the party's going to end next Sunday, and then I put the shopping link. So it's right there for everybody to see. They hopefully know when the party's going to end, and obviously I will post about it more and more throughout the party. The party link is there, but I will post about it more and more. But at least there's one central location here that if people have questions, like maybe if the people ask the host a question she doesn't necessarily know, she can navigate people here. She can tag them in their post and they'll see it. And that's something that you want to do during your host coaching. So that's all that I really do when I'm setting up the party. Once this featured post is up, the header is up, all that's done, that's it. The only other thing that I do is I will save or bookmark my parties. So you guys can see up here a bookmark in my computer. I have a parties kind of bookmark, and I bookmark them by season and year. So I have all my fall and winter parties here. Well, I need to clean this up because these are all closed right now, but I have closed parties. I usually just have my open parties here just to make it really easy to find, because usually I'm running anywhere from 1 to sometimes 3. I don't really like doing 3 parties a week, but sometimes I'll have like 3 parties a week, and I want to easily be able to get to the party versus having to search on Facebook. It's just one less step that I have to worry about. And also, when you're doing your follow-ups, so you can say, last fall, these are all my hosts from last fall. I can easily go back to them and say, hey, it's been a year since we've had your party. You want to stock up on holiday scents, so just have some way of tracking your host. That's kind of how I do it right there. I don't know if it's the best way, but it's what I do. So that's how you set up the Facebook group. Let's talk about the script. So in Wigless Collective, I have a link to our Google Drive, which also has the Facebook script that I use for all of my parties. It's been working really well for me, so I'm not changing it. I will tweak it every season, obviously, with updated photos of the new products. But literally everything else stays the same. Nothing changes. The only thing I changed monthly in the script is the warmer and scent of the month, like the description and all of that. But I have like pre-party posts all the way down to, I think I have 4-day posts. So all of this is here for you guys to copy and then tweak it and make it your own. So, and then I also have a link to all the photos that I have used, but you guys can also go find photos. You can also take your own photos. You guys can, I would suggest doing some videos, whether you do a live video or you record a video and then post it later. That's really good. People really like to see videos and kind of see the products in action. And that was my second thing I forgot to mention in the beginning. For your new customers, they're coming to the party kind of for 2 things. Well, 3, maybe 4. So they're coming to the party to support their friend first and foremost. Their friend had asked them to come to the party. They're coming to support. They may or may not know about Scentsy. If they know about Scentsy, maybe they need to stock up on some stuff, replenish their wax, get some bulbs, things like that. If people are brand new to Scentsy, your party is designed or should be designed to educate them about the products. So, you want to teach them how to use the wax, how often to change the wax. What makes our wax different than wax that you can buy in Target and Walmart. Same thing with our warmers. Why would someone want to buy our warmers when they're twice as expensive as something that you can get from Walmart? Explain that. Explain what a wall fan diffuser is. A lot of people don't know what wall fan diffusers are. Talk about gifting, talk about, our cleaning products, how that can help them, their laundry products, so basically you're educating them on all of our product lines. So that's why I like to do a 4-day party. Maybe it's a 5-day. I think it's a 4-day party. Because it's kind of a lot of information to jam pack into a 30-minute party. Now, sometimes I will come on and go live for 30 minutes and share, walk them through like the current warmers. Because sometimes when people see it kind of in that 3D live, they'll fall in love a little bit more. They'll be able to see it a little bit more than what they can see in photos. So that's kind of how you want to approach the party. And lastly, people are coming for fun, just something to kind of get away from the day-to-day stuff, throw in some games, have a little bit of fun in there, give away some prizes. All right. So that's the script. It's for you guys. If you have a hard time finding it, let me know and I can share it with you guys again. And then the last thing is scheduling the posts. Guys, this is a godsend. Like, I work full-time outside the home. There's absolutely no way I can post. I mean, I'm posting, 6-7 posts a day over the course of 4 days. And I do it Monday through Thursday and then close it out that Friday or that Sunday. There is absolutely no way I can post, every hour and a half, 2 hours while I'm at work. So I will, I will forget, whatever. And by scheduling the post, it's going to leave you the ability to comment and interact with people and answer questions and things like that. So I think that's a very smart move. So whether you want to use a third-party scheduler like Visibly or SendShare, go for it. If you rather schedule within Facebook, awesome. I'm going to show you guys how to do that right now. And it's free, you know? So why not try it? What's free? So you're creating a post, and what I would do, let's say, do I know what I'm going to post tomorrow? I don't know. But what I will do, here we go. I will post this tomorrow morning. So I copy this, and I'll go here, and I will, and you can do any type of post. So I'm going to post my information. I'm going to change my host name to Lauren. Should tag her, but it's not. So I don't know why it's not tagging her. There we go. So I don't think anything else needs to be changed. So that's done. So now I'm going to add my photo because it's all about how to turn your notifications on. And I want people to be able to do that so they don't miss anything. So I'm going to go here. It's kind of in a long party, Facebook party, new products, and notifications. Yep. All right, so there's my graphics. There is my wording. And I'm going to schedule this to go out around 10 a.m. tomorrow. So you're going to hit this little calendar button that you see down here. And you can do this on your phone as well. The only thing you can't schedule on your phone that I have found so far are GIFs. Like you can schedule GIFs from your computer, but not your phone. Why? I don't know. So you're going to choose your date. So I'm going to do it tomorrow, the 6th. And I'm going to do, I don't like it to go like right at 10 o'clock or right at 10:30. I like to do odd times. So I will say like 10:03 or whatever. So it gives the appearance that I'm posting live because it's like not right at 10 o'clock, like not all my posts at 10 o'clock every single morning. It will be around the same time, but not the exact same time, if that makes sense. So just kind of tricking people to think I'm really posting live when I'm not. And hit schedule, and that's it. So what I would do
That's sweet.
every morning, I'm a morning person, so I kind of have my routine to check my numbers every morning, to check to see who has ordered the day before, scheduling my thank you text because I can't text people at 6 o'clock in the morning, unfortunately. So I schedule for that to go out later in the day, and then I will go and I will schedule my post for my parties, for my VIP group, and yes, for the team page as well. I will schedule it. So once that's scheduled for the day, so I'll sit down and I'll schedule all 6 or 7 posts for that day. And I like to do it daily versus sitting down tonight and doing it for the rest of the week. I like to be able to be a little bit flexible because we do have LTOs launching on Monday. So I want to be able to naturally weave that in somehow in my post. We have something launching on, well, the party should be over by the 15th, but if we have another LTO launching, or another sale coming up next week, and I'm not saying that there is going to be another sale, I have no idea, so don't quote me on that. But if another sale comes up, I want to be flexible enough to be able to add that into the party without having to go back and sift through all the posts and seeing where I can put it. I can easily do that the morning of. So that's why I do that. That works best for me. But if it works better for you to schedule out all your posts for the entire week, go for it. Go for it. And then what I always do, guys, I don't know why a lot of posts sometimes comes up as a sales post. And let me see if I can show you guys what I mean. Let's see. I'm just going to make up something. So I'm going to say, this warmer is $250. I don't know. And I'm just gonna grab a random photo. We're saying this warmer is $250. Obviously it's not. So, but I'm gonna schedule it. And I do go through this process, even if I'm going to post something immediately, I still schedule it. And I'm gonna show you guys why. So after I'm done doing this, I'm gonna go to scheduled post. And it didn't do it. Dang it. Usually, I mean, I don't know how blatant I can say this one was $250. It should have saw it as a sales post. But if it comes up as a sales post, you're going to be able to see it's going to say like this warmer here, contact seller. It's going to have all that garbage there. People are really not going to see that. And it's going to look a little bit tacky, in my opinion, to have a whole bunch of sales formatted posts in your party. So I will go back and I will go through all my scheduled posts because there are a couple of posts in my script that come up as a sales post. Oh, here we go. You think a notification post will come up as a sales post, but it does. So as you can see down here, it says contact seller, joining, market sold. So what I will do is I will click these three little dots up here, and it's the same thing on your phone, turn off sales format.
Okay.
So whether you have it scheduled or whether you want to post it immediately, still go through this process so that way it just shows up as a regular post.
Okay.
Because I do find that there's not a lot of views if it comes up as a sales post. And again, I just personally think it's tacky. I'm going to delete this because I don't want that to go in my party. So every morning I will go through all my scheduled posts and make sure none of them are sales posts, turn the sales option off, refresh my screen, good to go, you're done for the day. Also at that same time, I will go back and if I haven't or I missed any comments, questions, I will go through and I will reply to all the comments. That's something that you need to do is reply to all the comments, questions in the party within, I would say about 24 hours. I wouldn't let it go longer than 24 hours. So that's the basis of setting up a Facebook party. Should this whole process of setting it up minus the scheduling the post probably takes me 10, maybe 15 minutes. I mean, because I already have a template for my header already done. It really doesn't take that long at all. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I'm going to see if you have any questions.
Where do you have that script post thingy? Is it in the Wickless Collective?
Yep. So it is, here, I'll share my screen again.
Because I was navigating and I was watching like some of your old videos and stuff just to see. So I'm like, let me watch some of her videos before I bombard her with questions.
No, go for it. Okay, so I'm going to go. It's collective. So in the pin, I don't know if it's pin or featured. I think featured. Okay, so group Google Drive. So right here, it should be here. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm not lying. Let's see. Online parties is where I would believe it would be.
Okay.
Nope, I lied. Host marketing new consultants. I will dump it in here. You know what? I will.
Okay.
I'm gonna
And
create.
it's under the featured, you said?
Yeah, I'm gonna create a copy right now. And I'm going to put it. Oops.
You've been doing this for 4 years, right? 3 or 4?
2.
Oh, really? Wow.
The
Seems like
31st,
longer.
the
You're like a
31st of
well-oiled
October is in
machine.
2 years. Yeah. Where was I putting it? Online parties.
Okay.
Select. Okay.
Like for me, it's I mean, I'm thankful for my friends and my family who have ordered and stuff. And I try to tell them, like, listen, you can earn host rewards, you can earn things on half off, and stuff like that. Like, the way that I did. And I tell them, like, listen, from the party that I first had, when I jump started, I got great host rewards. I got, 4 different items for half off and stuff like that. And they're like, yeah, they're not interested. And I'm like, I try to explain it in so many ways and I'm like excited. And they're like, well, this is your business. So I want to help you out and hook you up. And I'm like, well, thanks, but I'm trying to save you money. Like you can get a lot